In the quiet town of St. Joseph, Missouri, 1992 was shaping up to be just another peaceful year. Located near the Missouri River, it was the kind of place where neighbors waved, shopkeepers knew your name, and crime was mostly limited to the occasional break-in or traffic stop. But all of that changed one summer night, when a crew of criminals pulled off one of the most daring and mysterious bank heists in Midwest history. The mastermind behind the operation was Robert Bobby Daniels, a 38-year-old ex-convict recently released from prison after serving 6 years for armed robbery. Daniels wasn't just a common thief. He was calculated, patient, and dangerously intelligent. While others looked to start fresh after prison, Bobby had spent his time inside mapping out his next big score. And that target, the Midwest Federal Credit Union in downtown St. Joseph. Daniels spent months watching the bank, studying its employees, memorizing shift changes, and learning the security layout. He wasn't just planning to rob the place, he was planning to rob it without leaving a trace. But to do that, he needed help. He formed a small but skilled crew. First was Tina Ruiz, a former vault technician who had once worked at the very same bank. She had been fired 2 years earlier for failing to follow security protocols, but she still remembered the vault layout like the back of her hand. Then came Marcus Slim Givens, a talented locksmith from Kansas City with a knack for breaking into anything with a lock. Finally, Joey Wires Miller joined the crew, a tech wizard with a long history of disabling alarm systems and rerouting security feeds. Together, they had everything they needed: knowledge, tools, timing. The plan was set for Friday, June 12, 1992. The bank closed at 6 p.m. By 7 o'clock, the building was empty. The security alarm was the only thing standing between them and $1.6 million in cash, mostly untraceable bills intended for early week business transfers. Earlier that week, Joey had posed as a phone technician and discreetly rerouted the bank's alarm system. Instead of sending signals to the local police, the system now sent alerts to a disconnected number in Topeka, Kansas. No one knew a thing. At 2:47 a.m., the crew entered the building through a side maintenance door. No signs of forced entry. No broken glass. Inside, they worked like a precision team. Tina guided them straight to the vault. Slim handled the locking mechanism. Joey monitored their timeline using a jerry-rigged police scanner. 40 minutes later, the vault was empty. Not a single alarm had gone off. They loaded the money into duffel bags and concealed it in the back of a fake plumbing van. By sunrise, they were gone. When the bank opened Monday morning, confusion turned to panic. There were no signs of a break-in. Nothing was on the security footage. The vault door had been opened, emptied, and shut with expert precision. Police called it an inside job, but nothing pointed to a specific suspect. The FBI got involved. Weeks passed. Leads dried up. The heist became something of a legend, a ghost robbery in the heart of America. For over a year, the crew vanished without a trace, until one small mistake brought everything crashing down. In December 1993, Tina Ruiz purchased a brand new Cadillac at a dealership in Wichita, Kansas. She paid in cash, over $40,000, and used her real name. It raised a red flag. Federal agents took notice, and within days, they tracked her movements to a remote gas station where she met with Daniels. Surveillance was set up, phone lines tapped, and after weeks of monitoring, the FBI moved in. All 4 members were arrested in a multi-state raid. Daniels in Oklahoma, Tina in Kansas, Slim in Missouri, and Joey in Nebraska. Tina eventually turned on the crew, cooperating with prosecutors in exchange for a lighter sentence. In court, she revealed the full plan, from the alarm reroute to the vault access codes, to how they laundered the money using fake construction companies and small business fronts. Daniels received 42 years without parole. Givens and Miller each got 28 years. Tina, after her testimony, served only 9. Out of the original $1.6 million stolen, just $430,000 was ever recovered. The rest remains unaccounted for to this day. Heist in the Heartland wasn't just a crime, it was a ghost story in the world of law enforcement. A perfect storm of planning, patience, and precision. And though justice caught up with the crew in the end, they came dangerously close to pulling off the perfect robbery.